God damn, that guy's ugly. So I've worn out my mouse switches in my Razer Naga Trinity, and I'm gonna need a new mouse. So this is the Razer Viper Mini, the budget baby brother of the Razer Viper. And despite being a budget mouse, it can outperform many of the big boys. In the box is just the mouse, a manual, and stickers. First thing you gotta notice is how light it is and the fact that it's all plastic, including the scroll wheel. It's not entirely ambidextrous because there's no buttons on the right side, only on the left side, making this more of a right-handed mouse with an ambidextrous body. Something real shocking that they put on their budget mouse is some PTFE mouse feet for them smooth glides. And to take it even a step further, they even put on their SpeedFlex cable, which is touted to give you less table drag, more control, and smooth swipes. Now for those of you who want to throw on a mouse bungee, I'm gonna let you know right now that this cable is thick! The little slot for the mouse cable may be a bit small on some of them, like the Razer mouse bungee, but it can still be jammed in there quite nicely. The trick is to jam and then slide it through so it fits nicely in the middle. Anyway, being a budget mouse, you only get one lighting zone. Despite seeing two light up spots, it's just the logo and this little bottom part. They only light one color at a time, so don't expect color waves from here. In terms of handling, the mouse is very light, coming just above 61 grams, and it is also a little smaller than your typical mouse. Those with large and big hands will find that this mouse is most comfortable if you have a fingertip grip. If you're a claw gripper, you're best to have medium or largish kind of hands, but not too large. However, if you really want palm grip, your hands better be small, otherwise your fingers are going to go right over the top. Due to the ambidextrous shape of this mouse, it does not have a comfort curve, which is something I would like to have seen in this mouse since it's kind of more of a right-handed mouse due to the side button locations. For a lot of us, the curve would help relieve some of the wrist stress we would feel over long-term usage of the mouse. Interestingly, at least for my case, I found that when I put my hands on the mouse, I don't hold it straight up. My hands will actually naturally turn off to the side, and I would be slightly slanted over to the right, and it feels a lot more comfortable this way, but this might be just because I'm a fingertip grip. I don't know if a claw gripper would do the same, or even a palm grip. I guess how you hold your mouse would really depend on you and your experiences with past mice that you had. Let me know in the comments, what kind of mouse grip do you use, and do you turn your hands to the side like I do? It'd be really cool to kind of figure that out, because I don't see too much talk and discussion about this kind of particular thing. I mean, it could be because it's just me. When it comes to internals, the mouse uses Razer's latest optical switches for the mouse buttons, which are in theory more durable and are less likely to have that double click issue as your mouse switch wears down. Sensor wise, Razer did not put in their best sensor, but it is a good enough sensor. Most people who are using this mouse honestly aren't going to be able to tell the difference. For those who want to know, the sensor goes up to 8500 DPI. Anyhow, the mouse buttons are programmable, and something I should note that is really nice to see on a budget mouse is the fact that we get onboard memory on the mouse, so you can save various profiles. So once you finish up setting up to 6 profiles, you can just delete Razer Synapse off your system and not worry ever again. When it comes down to actual usage, the mouse was actually very nice. It moved very smoothly across my mat, and due to its extremely light weight, it was easy to lift off and move around quickly for me to aim. I think my aim actually got better from using it. Due to its light handling, I'm able to react a lot faster with it. I've heard some people say that it's too light, and I can see how that would be, but I kind of got used to it, and I think the weight is just about right for me personally. And this is coming from a guy who prefers using chunky boys that weigh above 100 grams. And for those who want, here is a sound test. At the end of the day, this is a budget mouse that can very well compete with the pro mice out there. It's got a super light design, optical switches, a great cable, PTFE mouse feet, onboard memory, and a decent sensor. Honestly, these days, mouse sensors are pretty good. You don't really have to worry about it. In fact, I'd say it'd be the least of your concerns for a gaming mouse. What I think is more important is honestly the shape of the mouse and the durability of it. The shape is important because even if someone touts it to be the best mouse in the world, if it doesn't fit or feel good in your hands and hurts your wrist or whatever, it's not a good mouse. This mouse is a small mouse, so it's gonna work well for some people, not others. You want to be able to try mice before you decide to keep them if you can. If you can take advantage of some return policies, do it. Now when it comes to durability, this is the reason why I even have it. I wanted to try out the optical switches and how much I like them, because the switches in my Razer Naga Trinity have been dying on me. I use the mouse for a long while and I use it a lot. So then what happens is the mechanical switches on the inside start wearing down, and it eventually gets that double clicking issue. So to counteract that, we have optical switches, which are less likely to have that debouncing issue or the double clicking issues that occur later in life. But the existence of optical switches on mice haven't been out that long, so we'll only see as time goes by. You never know, the switch might fail in some other sort of way, like the laser dying in the dual switch or something like that. Anyhow, overall, it is a good budget mouse. For that $40, this is like the best budget mouse you can get in terms of durability and lightness, usage, but just make sure that it's comfortable for your hands, because it is on the smaller side. This has been technical, I hope this helps. I don't have a new outro picked up or written down yet, so I'm still figuring that out, but, you know, what can you do?